Thank you, Mohammed, and good afternoon, everyone. So I'm going to report on our financial performance for the fiscal year ended April 30th, 2025, and our budget for the fiscal year 2026, which began on May 1. So starting with the 2024 to 25 fiscal report. Over that fiscal year, we focused on several strategies to increase revenue and diversify alternative revenue streams. These strategies included exploring optimization in the use of our building, expanding our meeting services, booking of external events, seeking additional sponsorships for both CLE and committee programs, and offering numerous CLE and non-CLE events in a wide variety of formats. We plan to continue these efforts and have undertaken a guided strategic planning effort with a consultant. In the 24 to 25 fiscal year, we hosted approximately 190 events for external organizations, including celebrations, receptions, business events, film shoots, and more, and hope to continue to see growth in this area with increased marketing efforts and added flexibility of our space due to the anticipated library renovation project. Our committees held nearly 300 hybrid or in-person committee meetings and over 190 non-CLE programs, drawing almost 13,500 registrants. We also held over 130 CLE programs with over 12,300 registrants. Total revenue for the fiscal year ended April 30th, 2025 is $14.9 million. Against $15.5 million in expenses for a deficit of $564,000. Several departments have generated revenue ahead of their budgets, including library operations, legal referral services, and miscellaneous income. The positive budget variance of $440,000 for miscellaneous income is primarily due to an investment of $500,000 by Flick, which is our meeting services vendor, to further enhance our facility and operations. Some departments have fallen short of budget to varying degrees: membership dues, meeting services, small law firm, and CLE programs. Our meeting services and small law firm department revenues continue to show growth over past year's actuals despite falling short of this year's ambitious budget goals. Our expenses of $15.4 million are $727,000 under budget, which is largely due to personnel vacancies and savings on salaries and benefits related to the reorganization of some departments and promotion of some staff to fill existing open positions. For cash flow purposes, the association has borrowed $1.8 million from our $4.5 million line of credit with Bank of New York Mellon. The association and the City Bar Fund are still waiting on the employee retention credit, and we hope to begin to retire some of the debt if and when we receive those ERC funds. So I'll now turn to the budget for the 25 to 26 year. The Bar Association is moving into the 25 to 26 fiscal year with intent to continue increasing and improving our value for our membership, for the legal community, and for the New York City community overall. The budget for the fiscal year ending April 30th, 2026 calls for a deficit of $388,000 based on $16.1 million revenue against $16.5 million in expenses. As part of the budget process, certain assumptions are, of course, made, and some key ones include the following. Internal restructuring of several departments, including some staff being promoted to fill existing open positions. In recent years, we've also been making an effort to increase salaries at the lower end of our salary range. Meeting services will continue to grow, especially with external events, due to increased marketing efforts and additional space, which will be made available through the library renovation project. CLE is increasing the number and variety of large in-person conferences, and we'll also be seeking sponsorship for smaller and for virtual events, as well as marketing firm passports to mid-size firms. This is expected to appeal to a greater number of firms and other legal employers and hopefully lead to higher sponsorship and passport revenue. A membership dues increase of 5% across all membership classes has been implemented for the most recent billing. Membership and marketing will also be conducting several new campaigns and initiatives to reach more attorneys and increase membership, as well as induce lapsed members to return. Communications and marketing are working on several initiatives to attract members, increase committee participation, and promote other member benefits, such as the co-working space available for rent in the building. Legal referral services remains busy, and revenues are expected to increase to $2 million. Now turning to membership. Membership remains essentially stable in a time when member organizations of all kinds are facing challenges. Total membership at the end of the fiscal year was 21,748, which is a modest decrease of 684 versus the prior year, but membership of law students and graduate law students is higher than the prior year, which bodes well for the future growth of membership. As I mentioned, the membership, marketing, and communications team are all making a concerted effort to reach out and grow our membership based on several new campaign strategies. Turning to investments, the investment committee, chaired by John Baumgardner, meets on a quarterly basis with our investment advisors, crucial partners, to discuss the associations and also the funds, the City Bar Fund's investment portfolio. The association's investment portfolio consists of managed accounts, as well as investment in the purchase of the second floor condominium of the bar building. Due to market fluctuations, the portfolio appreciated $47,000 compared to the prior year, rounding from approximately $3.2 million as of April 30th, 2024 to approximately $13.2 million as of April 30th, 2024 to $13.3 million as of April 30th, 2025. This includes an annual distribution from the portfolio of 4.75% of a rolling average of the portfolio, which was just under $670,000 for fiscal year 2025. Consistent with prior years, we used the withdrawal for operations, which is a standard practice in the nonprofit world, and this distribution is increasing to 5.25% for fiscal year 2026. The association's assets increased primarily due to an increase in building improvements from the capital campaign, plus the previously mentioned increase in the market value of the investment portfolio and depreciation of certain fixed assets. The preliminary balance sheet of the association as of April 30, 2025 reflects assets of approximately $25.4 million and total liabilities of $10.1 million as compared to $22 million and $5.5 million respectively for the previous fiscal year. The increase in liabilities is primarily due to the increase in notes payable plus an increase in accounts payable and accrued expenses, and as mentioned, the current balance of the line of credit of $1.8 million. So looking ahead to future fiscal years, obviously running an organization at a deficit is not a sustainable long-term proposition, and as discussed, there are plans for growth to sustain operations. In partnership with our strategic planning consultant, we are analyzing our financial situation and organizational structure to help us plan for the future. Some ideas to consider include initiatives to encourage membership growth and retention, finding ways to optimize our historic building by finalizing plans for making the library a multi-purpose space, and exploring uses for underutilized spaces in the building, including the bar building condo. In addition, while the association has gradually increased overhead chargebacks to the City Bar Fund for shared expenses, the City Bar over the last several years, there is there's still a considerable shortfall of $434,000. The two organizations are actively working on a mutually satisfactory approach to calculating and addressing these costs. We'll also need to continue to thoroughly review operational expenses for savings. So, in wrapping up, let me just mention that any member who wishes can obtain a copy of the Association's audited financial statements from the Office of the Chief Financial Officer. The audited financials will also be available on the website. And that's the report. Thank you.